Sometimes I'll make a mistake and I really don't like talking about it. I'll just try to fix it and go on. And I made one yesterday, and I thought, well, I thought about how I was gonna fix it. I didn't really want to share too much, but I thought, this worked out so well, maybe I should. I was in a hurry yesterday to tie down this speaker into this baffle for this engine I've been working on. I wanted to get this kind of running yesterday, and I failed. But we're close, okay. And in my haste, I had drilled out the 4 holes, and I chose the screw, and I used my calipers to measure the diameter, and thought, there, I'll need that diameter. So I grabbed that drill and I just drilled the 4 holes very close to the speaker before I realized I'd actually measured the outside diameter of the threads, not the inside diameter of the threads, and the holes were just so big the screw actually just falls in, as you can see. It just, one, it doesn't even touch the speaker, and 2, the hole is so big it just falls in, and there's no locking to it. So that was a mistake. It was near the end of the day, and it was getting close for me to call it quits, so I did. And I just left. So I left it with these 4 holes. But as you can see over here, I now have a screw in that's actually exactly where I want it. Oops, exactly where I want it, not the camera. And I fixed it. It was this hole, and now it's this, and it's fixed. And how did I do that? Well, I used the material that I have come across. This thing would stay in focus. It would help. That allows me to put a smaller hole. I could build up this outer edge. It's a super glue that is UV cured. So it comes out of this tip. There it is. It's a glue, and it comes out of this tip, and it's very metered, very easy to apply, and very accurately placed. It's almost like welding, but the glue now is kind of soft. But then the other end of this instrument has a ultraviolet light, which is battery powered, which is really weird. But that light cures, it causes the hardening agent to excite, and it cures the glue, the super glue. So I use that then to enlarge the hole and make it where and the diameter I want, so that the screw can be fit in. But I want to be careful with it so that I don't break it out, because it's just a glue. It's not like welded in. So I use my thread, my 440 tap, and I run the tap through carefully to make the threads, so I'm not damaging the glue. I'm just forming it. And then I put the screw in. And it fits, it holds, it grabs the edge of the speaker, and that's how I'm going to repair this screw up that I did yesterday. And that speaker will be held in. Another change, I'm going to cut a little divot over here on the side so these wires can run underneath and not get pinched. But I was going to show you this before I went to that, so you can now see sometimes if you screw up you can fix it, and then it's okay. So there it is. This particular stuff that I use is called Bondic. You can get it online. I've had 4 or 5 of these. I've given one to a friend. It's just like welding with super glue. It is. You just put it where you want it, you move it around, you get it where you want it in thin layers, you cure it, you build up the layers, and you can actually use it to fasten your wires. It doesn't hurt the insulation of the wire, and it's not hot like a glue gun would be. So they actually recommend this for tying down wiring that is kind of going all over the place like your hair in the wind, and it can hold the wiring in place so that you don't run into jamming and fitting issues. So I've been using it for the holding of the wires and the repairing of this, and all kinds of things to help in this assembly of this pretty tight unit. So there, something to share later.